Welcome everybody, I'm Fabio Viviani and you're watching Fabio's Kitchen, where every week we'll bring you an amazing dish made by me. First of all, it's another meatball episode. The world of meatball is endless. The possibility of combination are, you can't even name them all. Today, we're gonna do a barbecue turkey and pork meatball. And I promise you, you might need to wear a seatbelt when you're eating these, otherwise you're gonna flip off of your chair. The first steps is to create a killer barbecue sauce. I am about to give away my signature recipe for balsamic barbecue sauce. Yes, don't bottle it and call it yours, because I will just come after you and I will have to kill you. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. In a sauce pot, add some orange juice and some Worcestershire sauce. Scared the crap out of me because I forgot that was on. It's good, it's gotta be on. Orange juice and Worcestershire sauce. Then we're gonna add mustard. Now, orange juice brings a lot of sweetness. Worcestershire brings a lot of saltiness and a lot of minerality to any sauce. It's a good base sauce. It's a good addition to any sauce because of the intense flavor that develop as you cook it. Now we're gonna add some Dijon mustard, and I'm kind of combining all these ingredients. Then we're gonna add some raw garlic. Why I'm not cooking the garlic? Because the garlic will be braised in the balsamic with some ketchup, brown sugar. At the end of the day, you're gonna feel that there is garlic there, but it's not gonna be overpowering. Then, some good old ketchup. Now, I've made my own ketchup before, and I've tasted it. It's good. But the difference is not worth the extra labor. Just buy a good brand of ketchup. Avoid ketchups that have ingredients like high corn fruit syrup and stuff like that. But if it's a good brand of ketchup, just go with it. It's ketchup. Ketchup is ketchup. We can't be too picky about ketchup. It's like being too picky about underwear. Who cares? It's underwear. Now, the next step is to add brown sugar. I have some fine brown sugar and I have some coarse brown sugar. Now it's a barbecue sauce, it's gonna be very sweet. And on top of that, I'm adding extra sugar to it because the sugar will caramelize as the sauce cooks, and then it will counterbalance the acidity of Italian balsamic vinegar. At this point, we have to cook the sauce and let everything come together. Then we're gonna add some orange zest, some rosemary sprig, and our balsamic vinegar. But now let me get the sauce going. Perfect. I want to show you what's happening to the sauce here. The sugar is melting and the sauce starting to thicken up on the bottom of the pan. You see that? You see all the bottom of the pan starts to get a nice glaze because it's reducing. So now what we do is this. Orange zest. We already have added orange juice for some sweetness. The orange zest, different from the juice, are gonna add a lot of bright, fresh citrus note. Remember, this is a barbecue sauce. It's meant to be fairly heavy. There's ketchup in it, there is Worcestershire sauce, there is a lot of balsamic, so we could definitely use some bright, fresh, citrusy note. And orange, do that without taking the sweetness away. Then, rosemary sprig inside. You know, rosemary is such a wonderful herb when it comes down to anything roasted, braised, grilled, anything manly should be seasoned with rosemary. And definitely, rosemary is a perfect feature for an awesome barbecue sauce. If you smell rosemary, It reminds me of a very aromatic herbaceous oil that will add an extra layer of flavor to your sauce and pair phenomenally with pork, because this meatball is made out of 50% pork and turkey. Turkey is very lean, pork adds a good amount of fat. That's what we're seeking. And the rosemary will be the bonding flavor, the extra little step that we have added to the sauce that will make all come together. We're adding balsamic. Now, balsamic vinegar is a bold move in barbecue sauce. Even something as strong as a barbecue sauce could be ruined from overpowering flavor. Balsamic, it's good, but it's vinegar. So the sauce will have the double tangy, tart acidity from the vinegar, but a lot of sweetness from the ketchup, the orange juice, the brown sugar. The sauce is gonna be phenomenal, and the moment you eat it, everything will make sense. There's a lot of ingredients in it, but everything will make sense, I promise you. The sauce will need to be able to coat the back of a spoon perfectly, even thicker than that. So let it sit for a few minutes and then we'll go with it. Now on to the meatball. Turkey and pork, 50-50, mixed together. One egg will act like a collagen and keeps all the ingredients together. Ricotta cheese, my favorite ingredient for meatball. Add creaminess, keep moisture there, and the fact that there is cheese, but not too strong, will add a ton of texture towards being moist to the actual meatball. A good amount of cheese, grana padano in this case. Some chili flakes. Hey, we got barbecue, we can use a little kick to this. And I add some chili flakes, look at that. That's some chili flakes there. They're gonna be a little spicy. Fresh parsley. Some garlic. I'm adding raw garlic to it. The reason why I'm not cooking the garlic first is because this meatball will be literally cooking in the oven and then braising in the sauce. So I don't need any cooked garlic. I like the pungent aroma of fresh garlic to it. As you can see here, the sauce is getting thicker and thicker. Then we're gonna add some fresh herbs. I got some oregano and I got some thyme to it. Pinch of salt, pinch of pepper, some breadcrumb. Once the breadcrumb absorbs the moisture in the cheese, in the eggs, it will become like a collagen for your meatball. It will help the meatball stick together. Now, if you have watched my other episode when I did chicken meatball, you remember that I've used dry herbs. Now, the reason being is because the chicken meatball was a white sauce, fairly delicate. Some balsamic aromatic vinegar, a little heavy cream, a lot lighter than that. I need to use fresh herbs in this because fresh herbs is like a bold punch in your face of flavor. And if I use dry herbs, the subtle flavor of the little dry herbs I added to the chicken meatball will be completely covered by the barbecue sauce. That's when the fresh herbs come very handy. I used to love meatball as a kid. You know, when growing up in Florence, not a whole of a lot of money, we were getting all kinds of scrap from the butcher. And there wasn't a standard recipe like 50% turkey, 50% pork. You know, we had meatball with whatever was inside. Sometimes it was beef and lamb, sometimes it was porky and turkey, sometimes it was pork and beef or lamb or turkey. Whatever we could get our hands on was the meatball of the day. That's why there is, so many variety and so many way of preparing meatball that we can't seriously name them all. Now, the mix is done. And again, like I did before, when I touch poultry, I don't mind touch a chicken breast or a raw chicken, but when it's really messy like this, I don't want to wash my hand for 20 minutes, so I'm going to use gloves. I hate gloves. I don't like gloves, and anytime my grandmother used to put the gloves on it, something really bad happened to the house. So I never wanted to be around that. So here's the reality. Wear gloves only if you touch poultry. Now, before we go and shape that, let's keep one more look for the meatball there. Look at that. The meatball sauce here, the barbecue balsamic sauce, is getting thicker and thicker. And the trick is now we shut it off and we let it cool down a little bit. By cooling the sauce down, the sugar will absorb everything else around, the ketchup will solidify a bit, and everything will come and be more, the viscosity of it will be enhanced. It will really look like a thick molasses rather than a runny barbecue sauce. All right, what I suggest you to do is to use an ice cream scoop. You know why? Because the meatball will be all the same size, and these, they're pretty much shaped for you, see? Look at that. I mean, literally, guys, look at this. Talking about precision. I should get a gold medal of precision here. Like literally, I couldn't even have measured this exact amount even if I wanted to. Because see, I left some of the ingredient out. So this means I am really good. Now, let me take these in the back. I'll put it in the oven and I'll be right back with you once they're cooked. It's 500 degrees. All right, so let me put meatball in the sauce. Woo. All right, get it out of the way. Now, although I remember meatball with my family, my meatball in Italy, they were never this fancy, right? All right. And what you're really trying to do here is to coat them with the balsamic sauce and not drizzle the balsamic sauce on top. This balsamic sauce is very strong, so if you put too much of it, it will overpower it. It's a big, big, bold balsamic sauce. But the freshness of the rosemary, a little bit of orange juice, the brown sugar, all the flavor, the acidity of the peel, the orange peel, everything makes sense at the end of the day for this dish. What seems overpowering, like a big pint of balsamic vinegar, at the end creates the perfect base for the sauce. We got ketchup, we got brown sugar, you have Worcestershire sauce, you have garlic. All right, this, and then all the flavor come together. The pork and the turkey balance each other because one is clean and very lean, the other one is flavorful and fatty. You got the herbs inside, you got the cheese, you got the ricotta, and then the sauce is really the star. Here we go. We got some barbecue, turkey, and pork meatball for you.